Shall I share my presentation? You are able to visualize?
Okay, ma'am.
First slide.
Right, it's visible, ma'am.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. Importance of Mininet and the installation procedures on how SDN works based on the Mininet fundamentals. So what is SDN? Already we have seen. What is SDN? Software defined networking. So we and control plane separately. All the controlling actions, the decision making actions will be available in the control plane to control the entire network. So what are the components available? We can have the entire network means we can have any number of hosts. Hosts are nothing but nodes. Also we can have routers, gateways, and switches, controllers. All these are available in the network. So what we can do, we can analyze the performance of the network and whether the connectivity is there between the nodes. That also we can see. And whether any connectivity drop is there, that also we can visualize. And if you want to establish activities, then also you can add any number of nodes at any point of time. And if the network goes beyond its size, what will you do? The scalability will be increased. So when scalability goes beyond the limit, then automatically what we can do? We can install one more switch or one more controller depending upon how many number of switches are required and the capability of the switch you must know. And the capability of the controller you must know. Based on that, we can introduce or incorporate any number of switches and any number of controllers at any point of time, depending upon the requirement of the network. So this is what SDN is. So we have two types of interfaces. One, the other one is southbound interface. Always the southbound interface connects to the lower end devices, hardware devices, whereas the northbound interface connects the higher end applications to the network, to the controller. So this is we have seen about SDN. These are the fundamentals or basics of SDN. And what is Mininet environment? Because we are not able to work in a physical environment, we are not able to establish a physical environment to learn the basics of SDN or to implement the functionality of SDN in a physical environment. So before we go for working with the SDN principles in the physical environment, we can study about the SDN fundamentals through a emulator. So Mininet is an emulator. So as because you are EC students, you must be knowing what is a simulator and what is an emulator. So Mininet is an emulator. Virtual network environment. So virtual end systems can be created. What are the end systems? A source and a destination. And it creates what are available in a network, routers, gateways, switches, controllers, that's what I said, and all other networking components I said. So all this will be created by using Mininet virtually. So I think you are all clear about what is Mininet. What is Mininet? It's a virtual network environment generator. A virtual network environment will be generated by using Mininet. We are going to see what are the commands which are used for creating such a virtual network environment by using Mininet in the later slides. And what it creates, it can create end systems. Hosts can be created. Any number of hosts are nothing but nodes. And you can create your own router, switches, controller. And the links between the node-to-node communication we can establish by creating links. And all other network components, switch to host or host to switch to controller or controller to switch, blah, blah. Anything can be created. So these are all the functionalities of Mininet. So you have hosts in Mininet. You can create hosts in Mininet, as I said. So all the Mininet hosts run on the standard Linux network software. So what is the software available at the back end is standard Linux network software. And its switches, routers support the OpenFlow standard and SDN. So Mininet supports the OpenFlow as well as SDN. SDN I have given a glimpse. And OpenFlow, you know, what's the meaning of OpenFlow? We can define our own policies available. Along with that, we will be having the OpenFlow rules. And there is a comparison between the OpenFlow rules and the incoming incoming information. So it can be matched if the rule is, and then only the rule will be fired automatically. The counter will be, statistical information will be updated as one. So what happens? What are the other functionalities of Mininet? It supports the area of R&D, research and development, learning, prototyping, testing, debugging, and all other tasks whichever is required to establish a virtual network environment. Whatever works you want to do in a network environment, that can be done using Mininet. You want to do in a networking environment, you want to know whether the packets are being forwarded, whether the packets are being, whether the packets reach the destination or not, whether the source can understand whether the packets have been reached the destination, whether the packets are dropped, or whether the packets, whether the packets have been returned back, and everything can be known. And the quality of service parameters can also be set up by using Mininet. I think you are able to understand what is a Mininet, what is the meaning of Mininet, what is the functionality of Mininet, what is the functionality of Mininet. It is a virtual network environment generator. It can create the networking environment with all its components, all the networking components. It runs on standard Linux software, network software. So what is the purpose of using Mininet? I think in EC you could have studied about, you could have used MATLAB functions you could have used, as well as LabVIEW you must have used, and other softwares, other electronic components, SPICE and other softwares you could have used. Likewise, the purpose of Mininet is also to create a virtual networking environment. It supports scalability, as I said. You can create a complex and a large scale network topology. You can create thousands of nodes by using Mininet. The maximum number of nodes through Mininet you can create is 4,000 along with its physical components. And it can also be used as a test bed. What's the meaning of test bed? You can test the open flow applications using the created network. So for that purpose also you can use Mininet. And the same Mininet can also be used for booting a network environment at a faster manner. So instead of minutes, it can take only seconds when you want to boot up a networking environment. And again, if you are having the network, automatically you have to allocate within how much amount of bandwidth all the packets have to be transmitted, and the throughput should also be measured. And what is the speed of the network? So the speed and the rate at which the packets can be transferred from one node to other node, that will be defined by the bandwidth which is allocated. So you have to allocate the bandwidth by using Mininet. So it also provides GBPS bandwidth between the networking components. It is very high actually. And then it is nothing but a network emulator. It replicates the working of a device and use the processes of the operating system and provide abstractions. You know what is abstractions? Whichever is not needed for the user, that will be abstracted, which will be hidden, that are inherently used by the original devices. Whatever is used by the original devices, those informations which are not required for the user, that will be provided in terms of abstractions. So this is the purpose of Mininet. So we are going to see how the packets are being generated, how the switches are created, how the controllers are created, how the hosts are created, how the links are going to be established, how communication and between all the networking elements, that we are going to see. Controller is there. We have the northbound interface between the applications and the SDN controller, which is shown as RESTful API here, and that is called as an northbound API. And from SDN controller to the bottommost elements, they are all called as the hosts. So in between the SDN controller, you'll be having the open flow switches, border gateway protein in our PPT in the on the previous day, and you have controllers, switches, hosts, which are available in the bottommost layer. You can go for floodlight view controller, open daylight controller, POX controller, NOx controller, many number of controllers are available. And Mininet is coming out with POX controller, whereas if you want to connect new controllers, other controllers which are not inbuilt with Mininet, so those controllers also can be created by you, view controller or floodlight controller, open daylight controller. Those controllers can also get connected with Mininet by executing some of these commands that also we are going to see. to create controllers, switches, ports, and the networking environment, and to connect the switches and connect make the switches and connect make it establish the connectivity between the controller, switches, and host. We are going to use Mininet. In the net, and the minimum requirements to do installation about Mininet are the operating system required is Linux platform, Ubuntu 20.04, and the processor 56 GB, and the primary storage is 8 GB, and you need an internet facility, obviously. I think you are all clear with the steps, and now we are going to see the installation of Mininet as point number 1. We'll see one by one how the installation occurs, and next is how the SDN controller established, and how the other controllers can also be connected with Mininet through Mininet, and the basic Mininet commands, and all this we are going to see one by one. So first one is installation of Mininet. So in installation of Mininet, ready to analytics, actually what I have to do is I could have sent the PDF and you could have come out here to have the hands-on session. But as it is a short span of time, we are not able to communicate it to you properly in time. I'll share the material with sir, and he will be giving it to you. You can work on that. If you are having any doubts, you can send a mail to me. One is installation of Git, gedit, and the prerequisites for the application. So the first command is sudo apt-get update. So this get update command provides available in the repository, and it will update it in Ubuntu. You can see here, whatever be the existing packages available, those packages will be updated from the repository, whichever is available in Ubuntu operating system. Sudo is a super user. And the updated information will be available in the terminal. And the next command is git package installation, sudo apt get install git -y indicates yes. So the git package has to be downloaded. You have to give yes for the git package. First, you should know the update what is available in the Ubuntu. The existing packages you will be looking at into that. So it is a repository update in Ubuntu. And next one is you have to download the git package. So you have to give Y, then the git package will get downloaded. And the third point is gedit Y. Gedit Y is sudo apt get install gedit Y. Third point is you have to install the gedit. So when you have to install the gedit, the latest versions of the versions will be available, and the older won't be available. For that, it has to be installed. Some of the files to be modified. That is why you have to give get installed gedit Y. Y indicates yes. You have to give edit. Again, after installing gedit, you have to give the update again to know that whether the installation of gedit have happened or not. So that will be happened. So you have that is step number 1. And second step is get the Mininet. You have to get the Mininet. So the first step is pre-installations, prerequisites for installing Mininet. So first step is pre-installation. So install the Git and the gedit as prerequisite applications. And from the first step is update repository, and the last step is also again update because Git and the gedit have been installed. So the first step is over. Now you have gone to step number 2. So in step number 2, you are getting the Mininet from where it is available. So where it is available? It is available in Git. So take to use the command git clone https git clone https github.com/mininet you have to use. So this particular step get the clone of the, what is the meaning of clone? The copy of the mininet will be downloaded by using this particular command. So first step, the prerequisites you have completed and updated. And second step, what you have done, you have downloaded the clone of the Mininet software, Mininet package you have downloaded. And step number 3. Mininet folder is available that you have to find out. So locate the Mininet folder by using the command cd mininet. And then by using the command cd mininet, you can find out the mininet folder and what are the available versions. For that, what is the command you have to use for git tag you have to use. This particular command will be used to know the version of the mininet. So the version what we are going to use here is the latest. So you will be having the listed versions. So what are the versions? 1.0.0. So it is executed side by side. You can visualize 2.0, 2.1.0 like that. You are having many versions of Mininet which are available already in the existing package, in the existing link where you have downloaded. So in those versions, whichever be the latest version that you can take it out. That latest version is 2.3.0D6 is the latest version. Select the your wish. Any version, whichever you want, you can use it. We are using, what is step number 3? You have selected the version of the mininet what you are going to use. That you have selected. So all installations and supporting files are converted into the latest installation format. By having this command, by ending this command, we know that all the installations and the supporting files are converted into the latest installation format. And next is step 4. Step 4 is install. Mininet. So that folder is called as Mininet UTIL, utility folder, Mininet UTIL. So what you have to do is you have to enter into space git hyphen git colon to https so as to install the .sh file located in mininet/il. You can see the operations side by side in the installation, and then you have to replace that has to be replaced to Python 3 hyphen scapy. So it has scapy. That is a command to replace the Python package for HTTPS. So the previous command git to HTTPS indicates that because of the firewall you are going for HTTPS. To secure only we are going for HTTPS to get the Python package scapy. So it has to be chosen as Python 3 hyphen scapy. And then what you have to do, you have to replace that and save it terminal. Mininet/util/install.sh hyphen a indicates all the necessary packages. A means install everything. That is Mininet you can install. You can open virtual switches you can create, and you can have Wireshark protocols, and you can inside that particular package. So hyphen A indicates all the packages which are available inside that will be installed along with the installation. So that's the meaning of step number 4. So in step number 4, you have made the installation of Mininet along with all the packages which are given by the manufacturer, given by the vendor. controller, everything has been installed. So the entire step number 4. Whether it is installed or not, will you understand whether I'm to run the mininet also? What you have to do is you give the other command in step number 5, sudo mn-test thing all. So give this command also, and after seeing this command, after installed, all indicates you can sing all. You will come to know whether the complete mininet package is completely installed. One, you should install git, gedit. These are the prerequisites. For that, you should update what are the existing repository information available. Then you can install git, then you can install gedit. Then again you give update. Step number 2, available. Go there and find out and get it. For that, in git you have to get it. Whichever version you want, you can find out the latest version. You can choose it. And step number 4, you have to install mininet. Mininet has been installed. That's all. Controller are available in install. We are going for controller because already we have the mininet package. Why we are using mininet package? To create the virtual network environment. So to create the virtual environment here, we want to create the controllers, the switches, the hosts. The hosts are nothing but the nodes. Nodes are the computing systems. In between the computing systems, we have to create establish the link, and we have to in the host to host as well as from host to switch. Like that, we want to establish all the links and forward or transfer the packets from one node to other node. And we can any experimentation can be done. We can fix the bandwidth without the throughput. We can reduce the delay. Controllers depending upon the size of the network. So for that only we are going for installing the SDN controller. Stage 1 mininet installation already we completed. So it is completed. And going to stage 2, we have installed controller ROU controller. Mininet is coming out with the Fox controller. Along with the mininet, Fox controller is coming. So if you want to connect with any other controllers, what are the other controllers? Floodlight controller, Ryu controller to be installed previously. These are called Python 3 developmental package development. It is a library for XML to which is used for used as some prerequisite. And then the next one is the USET library LG development. So it is B flat composition method. So that is also used as a prerequisite to run the mininet, to install the Ryu controller. So these are the 4 functionalities, 5 functionalities which are being used requisites to install Ryu controller. Then what we have to do, we have to update. You can see what is happening in the terminal. It takes 2 minutes of your time. So whatever command which is there in the text is being copied over to the terminal. And after that, what happens? Reading the package list, done, building dependency tree, whatever be the dependency files, those are being packages are being installed. So there are two methods to install ROU package. One is method 1, you can use sudo pip3 to install Rio. The other method is also there. From GitHub, you can get the Rio controller. And get the git clone by using a specific command. git clone git colon slash github.com slash FAUCETSDN slash RYU.git. So this is the command. So this command is again copied onto the terminal to get able to get the view controller. Why we are going for view controller? It is another controller. Controllers. Maybe the remote control, the controller can be available in the same machine or in the different or in different machines. So now enter into the view folder. RYU folder, write cd RYU through Python. View controller is installed. Are you following? You are listening?
Yes, ma'am, but can't understand anything.
It's very difficult as because it is mininet. One second, I lost my research color to explain.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My voice is, are you hearing my voice?
Yes, sir.
To install, to create the SDN environment, we need three things. First one is data plane, that is router and switches, everything we needed. Second thing is controller, to control the data applications. So these three things are we needed. So first one is to install Mininet. Mininet is used to create the virtual environment for the data plane. You see the image.